Americans are remodeling like it's 2007. Spending on home improvement this year could exceed the pre-crisis high. That is according to Kermit Baker. He's the director of the Remodeling Futures program at Harvard's Joint Center for Housing Studies. He joins us from Newton, Massachusetts. Kermit, what data are you watching to create this indicator, and how does it tell us what we're doing in our kitchens?
Well, Brendan, there are really two main data sources we use. One is a consumer survey where they tell us what they're spending on their home improvement projects. The second is a survey that we do of residential architects that tell us what kind of projects they're seeing and what are the hot and emerging sort of design trends that we're seeing in kitchen design, bathroom design, or really throughout the home.
Tom wants to talk to you about zinc countertops in a second. That's my co-host. But let's stick with the money for a second. Where is this money coming from? Is this credit-driven? Is this a credit expansion, or is this spending down savings?
Well, yeah, unfortunately, a very small share of home improvement projects are financed. I think homeowners are still having difficulty getting lines of credit, home equity lines of credit. So about 70% of their spending is coming from savings. Households traditionally save up for a significant period of time before they go ahead and get involved in a home improvement project. And that does limit the amount of growth we do see in this market.
Kermit, in the studio here, we have Liz Ann Saunders. She's the chief investment strategist with Charles Schwab. I'm going to give her the floor.
Hey, Kermit, I have a question. It may just be specific to our local area in Connecticut, but one of the trends I'm seeing recently that has caused a flurry of remodeling is the unwillingness for buyers to buy a home that doesn't have refreshed kitchens, refreshed bathrooms. So a lot of about-to-sell owners are almost forced to do this remodeling. Is that something that's nationwide, or is that just something unique to certain areas?
Well, it's in the hotter markets of the country, Liz. I think that, we are seeing a more competitive market out there now. I think households, homeowners are seeing that they do need to stage their home a little bit better, do some of the projects to make them more saleable, to make them more attractive to the buyer. But it really does vary market to market.
Kermit, I think that Liz Ann Saunders there was getting some housing advice folded right in there. Liz Ann, what kind of countertops do you have? Do you have hammered zinc or marble?
Well, I have just marble in my Connecticut house. My Florida house, I have terrazzo.
What?
Terrazzo, like
That's
from the
like
1950s, where they pour, it's concrete, but they pour in, I have shells.
Okay, Kermit,
fossils.
there's the reality, and of course, it's rip out the marble, and I want hammered zinc is all the vogue right now. To Liz Ann's point about the microeconomics of what we do with our kitchen, do we get our kitchen expense back when we sell the house?
In a hot market, Tom, you do. And as we're seeing the market improve, we're seeing that returns on these projects are rising to 80, 85, even 90% of the cost is returned in higher home value. So, Brendan, if
you put $82,400 into your kitchen, you're going to get back about $12.
Are you going to give me $82,400 to put into my kitchen?
No,
I'm
that's
waiting.
The game.
I'm looking for the check,
on.
Tom.
Well,
Kermit, I want to find out what we're going to learn from this. So as we see your indicator increasing, what does this tell us about the following year? Are we going to see existing home sales rise, or are people hunkering down and improving what they've got?
No, I think it's really both of those, Brendan. We see that existing home sales do generate a lot of home improvement activity, so that's going to help the market. But secondly, we're seeing a lot of baby boomers that figure they're going to sit tight in their home for a while, and they've got to prepare their home for their evolving needs as they move into their late 60s and 70s.
Kermit, is it the traditional home improvement retailers that people are using, Lowe's, Home Depot, or are they actually employing architects?
They are as consultants, I think. I think as design issues get more important in terms of how households make their decisions, they're getting more engaged in the process.